Welcome back, everybody, to Last Night Productions. I'm your host, Carlos. With me today, I got Chris, we got Ian, we got Christian, and guest starring Shannon. Hey, Shannon.
Hello, hello,
Hey,
hello.
everybody.
Oh,
uh, Today, we're going to be reviewing another 1997 film. We just finished talking about Boogie Nights, but today we are reviewing The Fifth Element, directed by Luke Besson, starring Bruce Willis, Milla Jovovich. It's a story about a cab driver in the future. I can't remember how far in the future, like 2300 or something.
Wasn't it 500 years into the future?
2500, the far off year.
Wow.
Um, Bruce Willis is a cab driver who just happens to run into Mila Jovovich's character. I think technically, she's called Leeloo, but technically she's the fifth element. And there are ancient powers, alien powers at B who want to capture Leeloo, and it's up to Bruce Willis's character to escort her to save the universe. But Chris, let's start off with you. What's your opinion on The Fifth Element?
I love this movie. I've seen it multiple times over the years. I think me and Shannon both love this movie.
Yes.
I think it's unique. It's definitely a piece that's held up. It made in '97. It's still good today. It's a solid movie. Good cast. I like their take on the aliens. That's a unique. You don't see aliens like that. They look like ducks, kind of like big old round fat ducks.
Are you German?
Yeah, yeah. They're German ducks. uh, the scene, the setting, the world that they build is awesome. I'm a sucker for that in movies when they can build a whole world that like you can be in, that puts you in that world. I like that it's so far ahead too. Like none of us will be able to live far enough to be like, oh, this ain't what it's like now. Kind of like Back to the Future. We're like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Where's my hoverboard? Like none of us are going to be able to live that far to not to negate them. Maybe in 500 years they're going to be looking back on like old relic footage of the Fifth Element and be like, what were these guys thinking?
Yeah.
We're all living in caves now. Like, no.
Neil deGrasse Tyson says that for the possibility of us living forever, the first person that will live forever has already been born.
What?
Like progression-wise, as far as like science.
Great cast. There's a lot of fantastic. Gary Oldman, obviously. I think we were watching it, and I think somebody, Ian, did you say this is like your least favorite Gary Oldman with his stupid Southern accent?
I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd say. Well, I don't think I'd say. Well, I don't know if I have a least. Maybe it's not that I don't like his. I mean, it's not what I think of when I think of him. But I have nothing against it. I think he does a good job.
Yeah, Gary Oldman. I think I like him a lot in this.
He's good.
Bruce Willis with hair. Bruce Willis with hair in this movie.
Yeah.
A
little bit.
Milla, I can never say her last name.
Milla Jovovich.
Yeah. I like her a lot in this movie. I think I'm not. I think this is the best she's like looked in a movie, even better than Resident Evil. I think we were kind of talking about that issue. Me and Ian were talking about that.
Same with her for Halloween.
Oh yeah. Yeah, great cast, great movie. I love this movie a lot.
Ian, what do you think about Fifth Element?
I liked it. This is actually when we watched it last Saturday. That was the first time I'd seen it all the way through. There's a few movies like that I've just seen parts and kind of just through osmosis. I've kind of felt like I've seen it, but I've never actually sat down and watched it from front to end. And I really like it. I think this is a standout sci-fi movie from the 90s, at least, to this degree. And this, because Jurassic Park's kind of sci-fi, but this is like kind of, like Star Trek, almost kind of Star Wars-ish in the sense, or even more like a kind of like Blade Runner, how it's like in the future and just kind of everything's so dense and populated. And I agree with Chris. I think it's a very cool world that they built. It's still got McDonald's
Yeah.
Yep.
McDonald's isn't going anywhere.
We're building menus.
Yeah. Regardless, I'm really glad we watched it. I think it's like I just said. I think it is a standout of kind of just science fiction overall, sci-fi movie. It's a good Bruce Willis. I think he does a really good job in this. This is probably at his peak. I'd say he was just knocking things out of the park back then.
Yeah.
I think like a little bit before The Sixth Sense and whatnot. But Milla Jovovich is good in this. Gary Oldman's good in this. It was fun seeing the crazy I guess you could say stalker from There's Something About Mary. I never knew that he was in this. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
He's like a skipper or something.
Something like that. And Debo from Friday, Tiny Lister. It's got a good cast.
Christian, what'd you think about Fifth Element?
I thought it was really cool. Like Yui and I had never seen it before. I'd just seen like clips of Gary Oldman as that character, and I'd be like, "Oh, this looks really weird." He's got a cowboy accent or some shit.
Right. Yeah.
You never see that.
Also, the chick behind you. To me, that's like such pretty iconic imagery from this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It almost looks like a Twi'lek.
Yeah, we were saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very much so.
I'm trying to unblur it because no green screen. Oh, there we kind of go. But
did I make some horrible joke about her having kidney stones?
Well, it took forever for the joke to pay off. I was like, am I missing something? Like,
because the
I
stones
said it way earlier.
do people with kidney stones sing like that? Like I was like, but no, it worked. When it finally got to that, it was funny.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
It was a good watch along with you guys too. I wish we could
I
have.
know, I'm upset. I missed it. I really am. I was like, damn it! You just watched it without me.
Yeah, it was a
Christian's
fun time.
jokes.
Oh my god, that was.
When you see, isn't it one of the stones or something? One of the not one of the stones. There's something.
Like the elemental stone thing.
Yeah, someone's holding something, and he's just like looking at it, really like he's enlightened by it, and it reminded me of the part in Fellowship of the Ring where he sees the ring for the first time in a while, and he's like, turns into a golem for a sec.
Yeah, it's so funny. God.
After all, why shouldn't I keep it?
Yeah.
Still better CGI than the Twilight Baby.
For sure.
I haven't even seen that.
Horrifying.
Yeah, I just remember
Horrifying.
part of it when it came out.
Shannon, what do you think about The Fifth Element?
I love this movie. I've seen it hundreds of times. So many. I was so excited when there was rumors that movie Valkyrie was like a sequel or whatever, because there are these certain alien robot things that look like the what are they called? The German duck robots. I forget what they're called, but there are some creatures in that movie Valkyrie that look similar to those. And so there was a lot of rumors when like screenshots and like trailers and stuff were coming out, and people were seeing that and they were like, oh, but it's not. I was very disappointed, but I love this movie. I love the cast is awesome. And then I love all the tiny little details that that aren't like portrayed, but like little, you get, like you said, like the world building, like we get small little tidbits, like when he grabs his cigarette, it's like mostly filter.
Yeah.
And it's all my goal is to quit. And it's like this much cigarette.
I remember pointing that out. Yeah.
Yeah, just little stuff. Like he's at his window and he's talking to the guy, and then they pull away and it's him flying away from the window. Like that's super cool.
The like Chinese restaurant guy.
Yeah, like the restaurant comes to you now.
I watch a lot of other reaction YouTube stuff. So I was watching with this couple, and the girlfriend is Asian, and so she was saying in her where I forget where she's from, but they have a lot of actual boat things like that go up the river to these certain areas and like have food and stuff like that, like a food truck, but it's like on a boat.
I might have seen something like that on somebody.
Yeah, so it's just like little dips like that where it's like, this is stuff we have now, but this is more of a futuristic version of that.
Yeah.
And just little, like, it's not something nobody really comments on it big, and it just sits there and it's just there and then it's gone. Just little stuff like that throughout the whole movie. I love it.
Yeah.
And it's fun. Chris Tucker's amazing.
Yeah, nobody's mentioned Chris Tucker yet.
His Snork's hair. You guys, probably none of you have any idea what that is.
What'd you say?
The Snorks?
Oh,
yeah.
too.
Okay. I was like,
Kind
that's
of
a
like
cartoon from
Smurfs, but underwater, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had their little.
Yeah, that's a good way.
little
I
head
kind
things,
of
but-
describe paper towel roll, but yeah, Snork is a
immediately
good.
what I think of when I see him.
Yeah, Snork is a good comparison.
Have you seen the cat? The Chris Tucker cat?
Oh, yeah. There's a cat in the jacket, and it's got a little hat that's like the wig with the thing.
That sounds hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah. But yeah, something like little, like I said, the cigarette thing in the beginning, and then when we first see Chris Tucker, they light a cigarette, right? When he's like after the thing, he lights a cigarette, and then we get to the end, and by the end of that day, he's already made the decision to quit smoking. When they're at the end and they're in Egypt, they're all, Father, I quit if I'd have known. He's like, I quit smoking if I'd have known. Father, you smoke. And he grabs him. And it's just that from that small progression of the timeline, he had already, made his goal to quit, which was like foreshadowed in the very beginning when he grabs something out. It says just little stuff like that.
I didn't catch it.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. Interesting.
Well, you watch it as many times as I have, you start picking up the tiny little stuff. But yeah, it's amazing. It's definitely it's a rewatch thing for me.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this one, I really like this one. Like Ian's saying, it's a standout sci-fi film. It has a lot of practical costumes as well. All the aliens are very practical. And it looks cool. It kind of reminds me of Galaxy Quest. They have some practical aliens in that one too.
We were talking about that.
I like that era, still using the practical effects.
Yeah.
And you know what else? It feels kind of grimy too, like where he lives. I think they go get their multi-pass, and there's like a dump behind them the whole time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
they're burning off like the space rodents off the ship. Like,
I think that's one of the points.
Yeah, no, the trash was in the airport.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it's all the garbage.
That's one thing that we've brought up before about like the original Star Wars movies, is they're very dirty and lived in. So it's cool to see in this film as well. Chris Tucker is just bananas. When I first saw his like character in this movie, I was like, what is going on? What is he even saying? I can't understand it.
Yeah, you guys are like, man, he's talking hella fast.
He sounds like an Ewok or something.
Yeah, I remember you saying. Yeah,
he's like,
yeah, for like 9 sort of. Just,
9 numb.
Yeah,
it's such a out there character, and every time I revisit it, it's a lot of fun watching him. Bruce Willis. Unfortunately, he had to quit acting now, but it's always nice to revisit a good Bruce Willis movie. Remember him in the good old days. Love the futuristic sci-fi movie. And you know what? This time I actually paid attention to what the fifth element means. I don't know if I never paid attention before, but it's, I think, love, right? Is that the fifth element? Because Leeloo is the fifth element.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was like a mix of it all, like the humanity, like not just love, but like the humanity aspect of it. Considering the Monochiwans, that's what they're called. It's just clicked in. When they came back, because they were like, because I'm pretty sure the time-wise, it should have been right before one of the world wars.
Yeah.
Which is why they came and they were like, no, they're not going to be safe here. Shit's about to pop off. And we got to get these off planet because we can't trust the humans to watch them.
Yeah.
And then when they constructed her, right, from the hand, which, can we just say, awesome. Literally brought her back to life with the DNA from a hand.
Yeah.
And not only that, they were able to construct her extreme DNA sequences. Like not just regular human, they were able to construct her.
In Alien, Ian? Do they do that in Alien 4?
No clue.
Well, they like what did they do? They like got her. Fuck what they like. Oh Jesus, I forget what they like. Get her some kind of like skin cells or something from the prison planet in Alien 3, and then they clone her.
Yeah,
and they take out something. I don't know that movie. I think that movie came out the same year as this, and this is a much better movie.
yeah.
Alien 4?
Yeah.
When did Alien 3 come out?
91.
Oh, okay.
91, 92.
Yeah, that's I think it starts with her being created, and then in the end, they go to try to get a statement from Bruce Willis's character in Leeloo, but they're a little indisposed.
Yeah, they're
in the pod. Yeah.
10 minutes.
Pretty cool.
I like the cool lighting. I don't know why that was a choice they made, but I liked the really cool. It had like the blue and the way it offset them, and then the freeze frame at the end.
Overall, the movie has a lot of bright colors. Leeloo's hair is bright orange. The lady behind Christian, bright blue lady. A lot of like bright colors.
I also liked the choice to not have this happen like on a planet. You know what I mean? I think that was a really good, because again, the only real CGI that you see is like space. You know what I mean? Showing the crafts coming here and there, like and the flying cars and stuff. Like 90% of it is practical.
Right.
So I think that was a really good choice for them to do it in the hotel.
Yeah.
Right. That's above the planet Floston, but we don't actually go to the planet. It stays on the hotel, so that's able to keep that contained. It's a really good choice.
Yeah, I agree.
I like how you think about like, because when you go to shoot a movie in the future, you have total creative ideas to come up with all types of things, like the gun that he was like showing the guys to buy, and he was like gonna give them like 5 crates of the guns, and I thought that was a cool idea that I don't think I've ever seen that before, where you can like shoot once and then every other shot goes straight back to that. That was a cool futuristic thing like to think of.
I was trying to think of a video game.
I love how they're all just playing with it.
Do they have that?
Pretty cool.
There's like a lot, like it'd be cool to shoot a futuristic movie and just come up with your own ideas of what you think the future is going to have. Like, of course, always it's like flying cars and stuff like that. But like, the little tiny things that are in there, like his apartment with the fridge that comes down to a shower, the bed that got with the wrap on it. Yeah, he lives in like, it's like tiny home to the extreme. Like, how much can you maximize out of this small living quarters, and just I don't know. I always like that part with the neighbor when they think he's Korben Dallas, and so fuck you. And then they end up grabbing him and trying to use. I think the alien like tries to look like him because they think that's Korben Dallas later.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and so he tries to get in and as Korben Dallas, and the lady was like, "Yeah, we already had Korben Dallas here." And
but I was like, can we just say how amazing the first guy, the robber?
Oh yeah, with his hat.
Sure, that laugh from like that is an outtake that they kept.
Yeah.
When he says he's a nice hat. He's like, you like it? It's funny. Like that, and then his laugh, like that whole part was like improv, and they kept it in. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a nice hat. I'm gonna take that from you, and he just has like this whole rack of guns.
How messed up is that apartment complex where everybody needs yellow circles on their walls in case there's like a police raid?
So yeah, that's what, again, like Chris was saying, the world building, like just that little thing of being able to see, like in the hallway, you see the walls aren't that clean. Everything is like super gritty, and we get this little, okay, this is the neighborhood he lives in. This is kind of how things are right now, to where just right off the bat, there's a guy trying to rob him at his door, like not even out on the street or robbing his cab. This fool knocked on his door and tried to rob him like right there.
That's definitely what do you call that? I can't think of
Life
it. A
choices?
project. He lives in a project. He's like a working
Oh yeah.
blue collar guy. Fucking probably barely makes any money, and that's what he can afford is to live in the
Yeah,
slums. And that's definitely.
Heavy.
I remember when I was in juvenile hall for the first time. They had yellow lines on the ground that you had to like when you walk from place to place, you have to stay on those lines. And I think I remember seeing those lines and the circles that you put your hands in, and the lines that you have to follow. And
Yeah.
it was very like ran by the police type thing.
Yeah.
Now
Like
they
there must
like
be a lot of
you?
there's probably a lot of crime. That's why they have those in place.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing where like they pull out and then they could see through
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
to
cool.
the door, and he's all smoke you. He's all negative. I am a meat popsicle.
Yeah.
Like how is that a default answer? Like many times as I've watched that, I've never figured out exactly why he said that or how that worked, or they were just like, oh cool, the card that's randomly on this door says Korben Dallas, so this must be him.
Yeah.
Like, we're not checking these records, fuck it, we're just gonna grab him, we're done.
Yeah, for how futuristic it is, they
cared that much.
Yeah.
He puts like his like colonel or something, the military people who try to recruit him, he puts them in his like freezer.
Yeah.
And I thought that he killed them.
Yeah, and then he was
Same.
at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's future, dude. They unthaw frozen people all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah,
That's
you got
like
the
the
technology, man.
That's the first part of the movie I'm calling bullshit on. There's no way that woman with those braids and those boobs fit in that refrigerator with those two men.
good point.
Not
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah,
The buns alone.
Yes, pretty big.
I love the whooshing sound when she goes whoosh whoosh.
Funny.
You know, there's
I
some
also
big
love that
ones.
Evo is president of the planet.
What?
Oh yeah.
Evo,
Yeah.
who's president of Earth.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
not just the United States, it's planet Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
You
that
were-
nobody drew attention to the fact that there was one singular cockroach in the middle of this giant pristine table. He just smashed it with a shoe and moved on.
Yeah. How prominent cockroaches are in the future.
That guy is terrible at sneaking.
Yes.
I was like, I'm gonna get up here right in the middle of the table and just stare at you and listen.
So is it a hotel ship or is it like a cruise ship that they're on?
I think it's a hotel.
Oh, okay.
It's the
I thought it
Disney
was like a cruise.
Star Wars.
Yeah, he won a trip.
Oh,
Yeah, he won a trip on the cruise for two. Him and Leeloo. They
Yeah.
won a trip on the cruise. So yeah, it's like a cruise.
what did you say, Christian? It's Star Tours?
No, that like hotel that they made that was like a complete failure. That Star Wars hotel.
Yeah.
It was like way too fucking expensive. I said it was like that,
Oh.
Pretty much.
but I would imagine this place being a much better experience.
Yeah.
I would imagine most being a better experience than that hotel.
Yeah.
Well,
A lot of good action. It's pretty cool to see Milla Jovovich putting on some kung fu moves too on the aliens in the cruise ship. You got like shootouts happening. You got Chris Tucker talking fast at you. There's a lot going on the cruise ship.
You're getting shot at, and Chris Tucker's just like,
I love the end. He's all, ah! Every 5 minutes, they blow it or something. I love the buzz out of my way.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
deaf guy that's like Mozart or whatever. Hilarious. He's like, throw me the gun. What's he end up throwing him? I forget.
Pool balls.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Every time I watch it, I go, you couldn't go like this.
Yeah.
You couldn't go gun. Give me
That
the
guy was
gun.
like-
You know,
He
gun.
wasn't just deaf. That dude was retarded too.
Yeah.
Right? All of this going on, yes, pool balls. That's what he needs right now.
Yes, retarded.
But yeah, that guy's hella funny. He always had a hella chicks around him.
Oh
That's
yeah.
his, like,
Who had
The
chicks
Backstreet
around?
Boy in the future.
The deaf guy.
The deaf retard.
Oh,
Not Chris
R
Tucker.
word, Billy.
No, I forget what his name was in the movie. The
Bobby
Mozart looking
and
dude.
him.
Well, who was he? Was he like a musician? I forget. I don't even know what he was.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Yeah, I thought he was a musician, but he's
Yeah.
hella deaf.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not the first time.
He's their Mozart.
I typed in deaf guy in my Google immediately. Like the first thing that popped up was deaf guy, Fifth Element.
Oh wow.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's funny,
It knows.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch this again though.
Yeah, same. I've had it. It was like really cheap on a sale, and I bought it because I always knew like I need to get around to watching this sometime. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna revisit it soon.
Oh wow. The guy that played him just passed away
Oh really?
December last year.
That's sad.
Dang.
Was he deaf in real life?
Huh?
Was he deaf
Yeah,
in real life?
he's dead. He's dead in real life.
No, I know that, but was he deaf in real life?
Not that IMDb. So
No.
his name was Sean Davis.
Should have thrown him the gun instead of the pool ball.
He's from the UK. He's a UK
Oh, wow.
actor.
Oh, nice.
I think a lot of people in this like were like of Europe from Europe or of the French connect, because I know Luc Besson is a Frenchman.
How about the beginning with Luke Perry?
I know, yeah, that was a surprise. I never knew he was in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I'm pretty sure he was labeled like on Scream, how they had Drew Barrymore. Like,
Oh, they made a big deal about him being in the movie, but
Well,
he was
he's
in it
like
for like
credited
1
as like the fourth person, or he's like high in the credits. Yeah,
It's a big name.
yeah, especially at that time. I'm sure he was still a big name with 90210 and whatnot.
yes,
Aziz. Light.
the bad boy.
His sideburns. I was disappointed at his sideburns in this. They were not as prominent. He usually has very, very, very nice sideburns.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this movie.
Yeah, it's a good cast.
Definitely.
I like the whole chase scene too when she falls into the cab. That whole scene with the music playing.
Oh yeah,
that music was like the perfect choice for that. I don't know. It was a good scene, the whole chase, and he's like, if they don't chase you after what is he, 5 miles? They don't chase you.
yeah.
Or no, 1 mile.
A mile, and then he says maybe it's 2.
maybe it's 2 miles.
Yeah.
But that whole scene, the music and all that shit was pretty badass.
Was it this movie that we were saying had the Mortal Kombat music, or was that Orgasmo that had the Mortal Kombat? I'm kind of getting. We've been watching too many '97 movies. Was it Orgasmo that had the Mortal Kombat music?
Fuck. Yeah, now I'm getting.
Probably.
It sounded just. It's like
Yeah, it was Orgasmo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say this one, and at least the opening one was more like it was more Indian
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
kind of music.
Yeah, that whole chase scene was awesome. They take you through the city, and then he does like the dive down through the cars, which was awesome. It's kind of like reminding me of I don't know which one came out. Well, definitely this one came out before Star Wars did, right? Star Wars the
3.
episode 3.
Yeah.
He's with Coruscant.
Yeah, because he
Pretty
does
cool.
that same like dive through the traffic, which is kind of intense. Like it's an intense scene. You're like, oh, you're with it, and yeah, that whole and then he's like, this car is telling him like, your license has 1 point. He's like, fucking shut up, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. That
He's
was,
such just like a blue collar working class guy, like
yeah.
trying to make ends meet and
Yeah. That's what I like
save
about
the world
that.
at the same
I
time. That's like his.
I feel like we don't really get that anymore.
Yeah,
Just that.
I think we were talking about that with Chuck Norris too. He just looks like somebody's dad. That's an action hero.
Yeah. Good way
He's
to
just
put
a
it.
regular guy that kicks ass.
Yes.
What's your favorite Bruce Willis movie?
Who are you asking? Oh, me?
Also, yeah, everybody. Start with you.
Shit, man, that's tough. I have a lot. Like,
Pretty
of
hard.
course,
Yeah.
Diehards, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction.
I was gonna say those two.
Have you seen Unbreakable?
Yeah, that's not a bad movie. That's a good one.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Did you see Glass? Did you see all of them? Did you see Glass?
Not seen Glass. I've seen Split. I like Split.
He comes back
Right.
in Glass.
I don't know. I heard a lot of people say Glass is bad though. I don't know.
No, I liked it.
One of these days I need to find it and watch it.
I think we got COVID like right before COVID was COVID. We got hella sick. The whole house.
Yeah, I remember I was kind of sick before too.
Yeah, like right before COVID happened.
Right, yeah.
And we were like sick. Like I thought I was gonna die type sick. And we went through Unbreakable, Split, and Glass.
Wait, you saw like they did like a triple feature?
No, I think we had one, and then we were able to stream one, and then I had to buy one on Amazon.
Gotcha. That's
to watch it.
Nice.
But yeah, they were Split was really good, even with that guy who was from X-Men. I forget his name. He's fucking the goat boy from
McAvoy.
Yeah, McAvoy.
Yeah.
He's the goat boy from the Wardrobe movie.
What?
Narnia.
Wardrobe, yeah.
Yeah. What's his Tubman? Tubness?
Yeah,
Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah, that's him. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't realize it.
That was my first introduction to him.
Probably the same, yeah.
He's the phone.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But then you have 12 Monkeys. He's been in.
I need to watch that again.
What?
Monkeys.
12 Monkeys.
Yes, 12 Monkeys. That's a great Bruce Willis movie.
Die Hard for me is probably my favorite because it's the first one. As soon as you were like, "What's your favorite Bruce Willis?" my brain immediately went Die Hard.
Same.
Yeah.
And I like all of them. I even like the newer ones. Like I like all of them.
I've never seen the.
Like his daughter. Yeah, he's got his kids.
I heard it was bad, but I like 2. Everyone makes fun of 2. I've always liked 2 a lot.
I haven't seen 2.
What do you think? I know Shannon thinks Bruce Willis is very attractive.
Yes.
Well, I was saying that like he was voted like most sexy man like every year in the 90s or damn near every year. Like he was considered like a sexy guy.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a
you
very.
Find Bruce Willis attractive at all?
Do I find Bruce Willis attractive at all? Me specifically?
Oh, Sam.
Oh.
Can you pull up a picture?
Can you give me the definition? Can you give me the definition of Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
Can you use it as sentence, please?
Over the Hedge?
Right there.
Wait, he's in that movie?
Bruce Willis.
Is he in that movie?
I haven't seen that since like the theater.
Same. I think we saw that at the drive-in. He's in that?
He probably definitely voices one of the animals.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does quite a bit of voice acting work too.
He just looks like a dude to me.
He looks like a dude. Well, I mean, he is. I mean,
yeah. Ian always brings that up. He's just a dude.
Yeah.
He's Bruce Willis. Not just a dude. He's Bruce Willis.
What about you, CJ? Do you find Bruce Willis attractive?
No, I have a fear of bald people like Chris.
I could definitely. I definitely think Bruce Willis looks better with hair.
Yeah.
And I could see the attractiveness that he's got, like a.
Just say you think he's hot. It's okay.
Well, I don't see the complete sex appeal, but I could totally see like young Bruce Willis. I'm like, all right, like he's definitely his persona and his attitude carries him a lot more than just his looks. And
I want to ask Carlos,
I think chicks probably dig that more than just chicks more. Chicks aren't superficial like dudes are. We're like, that chick's hot. They're like, oh, he's like, I don't know. I'm probably digging myself.
I want to amend my answer. I completely forgot about Armageddon.
I'm not a big fan of Armageddon.
It's a very emotional movie, and I love it. So,
Carlos, are you still kind of anti Die Hard?
Yeah, I mean, I'm softening up now. I mean, I'll watch it. You want to review it? We should review some Die Hards.
Yeah.
You want to
You don't
review
like that?
it's a really cool unknown Heath Ledger movie.
Yes, Alan Glickman. Yes.
Is it overhyped for you?
Well, yeah, that and like Christmas stuff. It's a Christmas movie.
Oh,
Shut the fuck up.
it is a Christmas movie.
Go watch Christmas with the Cranks. Christmas is literally in the title.
Shannon, I think we were bringing this up a while ago, and that's one of Shannon's favorite movies is The Ref. And
Oh, dude.
that's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I like that movie. No one talks about
Such a
that
good
movie. I like that
movie.
movie a lot.
Shannon
The
loves
Ref?
that movie.
My
That's
dad,
one.
you love that movie. We watch it all the time for Christmas.
That's an underrated movie.
1994. Never heard of it.
That movie's funny.
You said The Ref?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Ref.
yeah.
Wanted, Bruce Willis is
Got
RJ.
RJ.
Larry.
Yeah.
RJ?
Who's RJ?
RJ and Over the Hedge, the raccoon.
Rubber socks.
Oh, he's the raccoon.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. That's funny.
Oh yeah. Doesn't he like voice a dog in some cartoon movie too?
He voiced the infant in Look Who's Talking.
I was just gonna say,
Did he?
Yeah,
voices the baby, yeah,
yeah.
and the the sperm, and the egg, and then the fetus, and then the baby.
Yeah, those were interesting movies. I haven't seen those in like 20 years.
Ugh,
What
I
year
love
is
them.
Look Who's Talking?
For
Have you ever
Homeward,
seen it?
Huh?
I
Oh,
don't think
CJ, you've never seen it?
I don't
It's
know.
good. It's pretty funny. It's got Christy Alley, John Travolta, and then Bruce Willis voicing the baby.
They were
1991.
okay. There's better comedies to me from that era. They're all right. I remember it was in one of the sequels. They have like a daughter, and she plays basketball with Charles Barkley or something. It got really interesting in the
I
sequel.
don't think I've seen that one.
And they bring in there's talking dogs in one of them too. Yeah.
for Homeward Bound 3, which eventually got canceled. They were gonna have Bruce Willis in like a full-on costume as a dog, being one of the characters, because Michael J. Fox couldn't do the character of Chance anymore. So
Oh,
they were
yeah.
gonna have him.
They're gonna have him in
You're too happy for the serious parts? The dog?
why wouldn't they
Quit
just
wagging your tail, Michael.
why wouldn't they just have his voice like Michael J. Fox?
Because they wanted to get the 2000s were approaching. They wanted to get more real with their movies.
I thought you were like they were expecting the world to end, so they're just like, fuck it, let's put Bruce Willis in a dog suit. Oh boy, that's too funny.
No, that didn't actually happen though.
I thought you were gonna say in the third Homeward Bound they're gonna have the dogs play basketball with Charles Barkley. Although they kind of did that with Air Bud in a way. They kind of that's already kind of been done.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Do you like the Sin City movies with Bruce Willis?
I love
Yeah,
those
Sin
movies.
City. Well, I never saw the second one. Again, I heard it was bad, but the first one's awesome. That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
They're all right. They're more of a. It gets put in the category for me where like I watched it. It's pretty cool. Probably not going to go watch it again.
I love
But
it.
it was, it was good on my first watch through.
I've
I
always
love
liked
the unique filming style of that movie.
Yeah, I
lot.
like the black and
That's
white
what attracts me to it.
color. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like a comic book.
Reminds me of like Max Payne and
I've never seen Max Payne.
well, not the movie, the game. I don't think I've ever seen the movie.
Never played it either.
Oh, I
Ooh.
love that game.
Those are good.
I haven't watched the movie because I love the game so much.
Good idea. I watched the movie.
Right.
I have it too. I bought it and I was like,
That good.
I still haven't wanted to watch it yet.
I heard the games are cool. I have the first one.
Yeah, I remember they were a big deal back in the day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have no knowledge of it
Ooh.
either.
No.
Is Bruce Willis
Wow.
Max Payne?
No,
See it,
we're
man.
talking Sin City, and Sin City's kind of like Max Payne.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone like The Sixth Sense?
I got
Yeah,
that
that
movie
was
mixed
good.
up with The Fifth Element for a long time, but I haven't seen
They
it.
both deal with numbers. Yeah,
He's just going through.
The Sixth Sense is the sequel to The Fifth Element.
The craziest part about Sixth Sense is finding out that the guy in the beginning is Donnie Wahlberg.
I know. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
that Bruce Willis was dead the whole time.
Whoa!
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
That is the craziest part. You know what is before The Ring came out, this was like my biggest fear, and my mom would always come home and be like, "I see dead people," and then I would just be like, "Ah!" screaming. That was horrible.
The kid from that movie grew up to be really weird looking.
Yeah.
Haley Joel Osment.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Haley.
He's an odd looking guy.
He's still acting though. I'm trying to remember what I saw him on recently. Maybe
I just saw him in an episode of X-Files. Like they brought back the X-Files.
Yeah,
Did they make him an alien?
No, he's like it's weird. He plays like he plays like a Vietnam soldier and then the son of the Vietnam soldier. Not that these new episodes of X-Files I'm not a big fan of. Just watching them.
He was in like an episode of Bones. Like there's a few TV shows that I watch that I've seen him show up in. It could not have been Bones. It could have been like either Criminal Minds, NCIS, like one of those procedural shows. Like I just remember him. I was like, hey, that's the dead people kid.
Yeah, at first I was like, wait, anyone know who Shane Gillis is? I know Christian do. He looks like Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
At first I was like, wait, is that
I think he looks
no, it's adult Haley Joel Osment. Okay, never mind.
He literally looks like if you took that child and just put facial hair on him and was like, boom, you're an adult now.
I think he kind of looks like the guy from Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh shit, yeah.
What guy?
The guy that got fat and buff or whatever. Not Charlie. What's the other guy?
Oh.
I don't know.
The dude that looks like him.
I only remember Charlie's names.
Oh. The
Anyway, he just kind of looks like him.
Mac?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think he looks like him at all.
No.
No.
Right now, I'm seeing a picture of him.
The
I was
facial
like,
hair.
that's what I'm seeing.
I love that they put that in the show too. Like they addressed that in the show when when he started gaining hella weight, the actor.
I thought he did it on purpose. That was like as a joke.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We purposefully trained him wrong.
As a joke.
This is kind of sad. In the news, when I was Googling Bruce Willis, it says Wendy Williams has the same progressive brain condition as Bruce Willis.
Oh, I just saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that just came out a couple days ago.
Is that what started that whole like? Didn't she like fall down and have a thing on her show?
He was falling and she couldn't up.
Yeah.
She's been having some trouble. It's aphasia is the disease.
Right.
How you doing?
Christian, do you have a favorite? Did we get your favorite Bruce Willis movie?
It's Die Hard or Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
This isn't my favorite. It's not like an up there movie for. Do you remember the movie Red? Came out in like 2010.
I haven't seen that.
I've never seen that. It's like the chick from
like retired something, right? Retired
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool movie. I
Okay.
remember liking it. Just some pretty neat shit in
They,
it.
they made a sequel, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
Pretty sure there's Red too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a decent movie.
Watch them.
John Malkovich is in it.
I think that might have been one of them that I
Right.
went to the theater, watched it, and then just forgot as soon as I left.
It, for some reason, whenever I think of it, I think of Red Box. Like
That was
as
a
a
Red
theater.
Box.
Yeah. Like
There's a band called Red too. They kind of like remind me of like the Bell.
Chris, did you ask what or did you say what your favorite Bruce Willis movie is?
It's tough, dude.
I could see this being people's favorite Bruce Willis movie, and I would totally get it.
Yeah, this is. I like this a lot better than Red, but yeah,
it's got to be close between this and Die Hard 3.
Yeah, Die Hard 3 is very good.
Pulp Fiction is so good too, though. He's so good in that.
Yeah, I was surprised that wasn't your favorite.
Yeah. His part that's probably my favorite part of that movie too, is that whole scene where like they have such like they want to kill each other, and then he's fucking, no matter like even regardless to that, there's like fuck, I can't let this guy get raped by fucking.
Yeah, I never knew this. I just read they had to change the song in that scene.
Oh, really?
There's a
what was it before?
The my Sharona.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, but they had to change it. I guess I read it because I just watched Reality Bites, and that's in Reality Bites, and I read that that band lent it to Reality Bites instead, because I guess they read they were told what the scene in Pulp Fiction was going to be, and they opposed that, and they let it go to Reality Bites instead or something.
Huh.
Someone online took my Sharona and edited it in, and it works. It actually works pretty well.
They were like, yeah, no, we don't want our song right there. That's
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Lucky Number 11. Have you guys seen that?
No.
I remember hearing about that. Oh,
yeah,
that's really good.
The Owen Wilson, or am I thinking of another movie?
No, Lucky Number 11's got what's that kid? It's the dude from The Faculty, the fucking dude that drives the muscle car.
Oh, Josh.
Josh
Hartnett.
Yeah,
Josh Hartnett's in it. Bruce Willis, Morgan Freeman, and
was this like mid 2000s or something, kind of
something like that. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend seeing it. It's got what's that one dude? He played the Collector in Guardians of the Galaxy. You guys know
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
There
you go.
No, wait, maybe I'm confusing that. I think he's in this. Maybe I'm confusing it with Snatch.
He's the Collector.
I've never seen.
He's also the Red Palm.
You've never seen Snatch?
The Coder. No. Oh, dude,
that's a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like it.
Yeah, Lucky Number 11 is really good.
It's a caravan.
Lucy Liu and Lucky Number 11.
Is Benicio del Toro on it?
I don't see him.
Yeah, I think I'm getting it confused with Snatch.
All that typing right now just hella sounded like fake typing.
Snatch is a fucking awesome movie. I can't believe you've never seen Snatch, Ian.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I've heard.
Yeah, I haven't seen Snatch either.
Dude, I think Bruce Willis is like trying to get through all the numbers. We got Fifth Element, Sixth Sense, Lucky Number 11, 12 Monkeys.
Yeah.
What was that? 16 something.
Yeah, needs more numbers.
That's funny.
All right, let's rate The Fifth Element. How many elements out of 5 do you give this one, Chris?
So I'll give it Earth, I'll give it Wind, I'll give it Fire, I'll give it what was the other one? Water. And then what's the fifth element? Love?
That's my reading of it this time. What do you think?
Shannon thought it was like humanity or kind of
I could see that as well.
So I'll give it all 5. All 5 elements. This is like I said, I've seen this fucking multiple times. I never put it on, and it's never just background. It's never, if it's on, I'm like, I'll be walking by and seeing it, and be like, oh, sit down, and I'm watching this movie now. Like I love this movie. Like, so yeah, I give it a perfect 5.
Nice. 5 out of 5. Nice. Ian, what do you give The Fifth Element?
I'll give it a 4 for it. It's like, it's exactly how like I feel like you felt with Orgasmo and how Chris felt with Boogie Nights. It's like I just finally saw it for the first time. You know, I could see my rating going up. I did very much enjoy it. I kind of knew I would too. I'd seen so much of it already. Yeah. I kind of knew that, you know, I wouldn't have bought it even on a sale if I was like, no, this movie doesn't look like my thing. I already knew. I was like, yeah, this is definitely up my alley. And it was, and I'm glad we watched it. Yeah, it's just really, again, just seeing it just makes me miss practical effects. We get them every once, like they tried to do it in the new Star Wars movies and they look fine. Yeah. But I don't know. It's just like, it was like back then they weren't doing it just because, like, remember practical? Like then it was just like the thing to do.
It was the technology they were limited to.
Yeah, and it's just, to me, it looks better. But yeah, it's just awesome seeing Bruce Willis in his peak. Milla Jovovich did a good job. Gary Oldman, of course, is awesome as always. And yeah, it's just awesome. It's just, I like like the flying cars, the kind of almost like Blade Runner-ish feel. Yeah, this is definitely a standout of probably the whole decade of the 90s. Probably one of the standouts of sci-fi within the past like 30 years, I'd say. Yeah, as of right now, I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Oh yeah. Christian, how many elements do you give it?
I'm just gonna echo what Ian said. Because that was my first time watching it, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a 4. But I'm like I said before, I'm gonna watch this again because it is a very cool movie, and there's a lot of different stuff about it, and I'm sure I'll notice different things when I watch it more. Yeah, I like the performances in it. Gary Oldman is fucking weird as hell, but he does a very good job. So, yeah, Milla, Mia, Joe,
Milla? M-I-L-A?
me,
Not gonna work here anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Hanajar. Why do people not get it?
Yeah. Mia. What is her name?
Jovovich.
I've always said Mila.
Jovovich.
That's how I've always said.
Jovovich.
I always put a C in there for some reason. I always said Jovovich. Totally wrong.
The basketball player for the Kings.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I've said it like that until right now when you read it, and I was like, "Oh, it's Jovovich."
Who are you talking
I've been saying Jovovich for years.
What do you say, Ian?
Who are you talking about? The player for the Kings? I heard something about a Kings player.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the
Is it Vlad?
King-
Oh,
Vlad-
Vlad
Jovovich?
Is that what I'm thinking of? I don't
Yeah,
know.
they had a lot of Eastern European.
A lot of itches.
Yeah.
Very itchy.
Serbs and
Need a cream for that.
yeah.
Oh, thanks here.
But yeah, her character is also really good. She's hot. I'll say it.
I agree.
I'll be the first one to say it. I'm not scared.
I also agree.
Yeah.
Please, she's got to be like next to Princess Leia. She's got to be people do Halloween costumes of her a lot, huh?
I can see
Yeah,
that.
Sam did.
Yeah.
That was
So we
pretty good.
got a 5, 4, 4. Shannon, what do you give The Fifth Element? 5.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love it. It's awesome. Like it's everything we said. It's got all the cool elements. It's got the comedy, the writing. There's, as far as like I'm concerned, like there's no stale parts. Like the whole movie moves in a really good, the time fashion and all that. It's really, really cool. I like every part of it.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Pretty good score. I'm trying to think of where I rate it. This watch through, I'm leaning more towards Ian and Christian's attitude. First, I don't know if it was our watch through or what. I wasn't in it as much.
It was
But
the
yeah, the Bilbo Baggins really pulled me out. As soon as
Do it
Christian
again.
did that scream, dude,
Do it again, Christian.
pulled me out.
it's the sound. You make that sound like perfectly.
Yeah, you do it so good.
Nice.
You're funny.
Just gotta,
But
I'm doing my part.
but yeah, it's still iconic. The world building that you're talking about, the special effects, even the CGI of us flying around, it still looks fine. It looks good.
Yeah.
Dude, Gary Oldman, the way he can transform into these different characters in each role is awesome. I'm thinking of Leon the Professional when he's screaming at everybody, or in his role of a lifetime in Tiptoes when he plays a little person. He's so versatile.
Dude, he's Sirius Black.
Yeah, Sirius Black.
Yeah,
Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Harry's godfather.
The Oswald, Sid Vicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
The aliens are so fun. The opera with Leeloo like fighting people off. It's really awesome. Good action as well. Some shootouts and explosions.
It is really a movie for all ages too.
Yeah.
Because they got like a little kid humor where he's gonna go punch the guy and he's that's like total kid like humor.
Do we see Leeloo naked though?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
She's pretty
No,
like
not really. Like you
Yeah, I was gonna
see
say,
the back of her, and you see
They show her boobs a couple times.
Do they really?
you
Oh,
can see
yeah.
its side, and you can see, but it's not like full. There's no nips. There's no full on.
No, they show nips. When
I
they when they
you're
construct
right.
her and they put the thing over her, they show her fully naked there, and then she
They
pulls
got
her
away
shirt
with it
off
'cause
to change in
French.
front of them. What's up, Ian?
Maybe they got away with it because they're French.
Well,
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
she
yeah.
pulls her
It'd be
thing off
fun.
both times, they turn and they block her. Like it's really good editing. Like you can
Like,
tell
like
that she's
Austin
getting naked, but
Powers,
they move them enough to like block when she goes.
like a banana is like over his penis, like in Austin Powers.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this movie a lot. I'm trying to think of what it was. It was definitely Bilbo Baggins, but it also maybe it felt like it drug on a little bit. I don't know.
I can kind of see
Kind of-
those.
Yeah,
I didn't think it dragged on personally.
no,
It kind of, how
Long
long is it? What, like 2 hours?
yeah, it's like 2 hours
Yeah.
maybe.
That's pretty
There was like
entertaining
some
the whole
low
time.
points. I felt like
I can
PG-13 movie. PG-13 is good. I gotta give it a 4.5 out of 5 though. It's a good movie. It's a lot of fun, and I feel like it might have influenced some of the video games that I played as a youngster, like Halo. I noticed like some of the sticky grenades that they're throwing, or spike grenades that they're throwing. and even like the main
Yeah.
gun kind of reminds me of some Halo guns in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, it's a good movie. Bruce Willis is dope. Milla Jovovich, dope. Well, thank you guys for reviewing Fifth Element with me. Thanks everybody at home for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Actually, I heard that there's a new technology. If you say those words, that YouTube will automatically put something at the bottom. So
All right.
maybe
Should we all say it on the count of 3? No.
yeah, everybody has to say it
Oh.
together.
Say it 3 times.
You know,
You
here.
gotta hit the bell. You gotta hit the bell.
Appears.
Oh yeah, hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Yep.
Oh yeah, hit the ding.
And we will be back next time. Thanks everybody.
Later.
Bye.
Later.